Cody back here again with the first video of 2019. It's definitely been slacking a little bit. I think the last time I did a video was, I think, Black Friday Record Store Day, around that time. And definitely have accumulated a little pile of records. But you know, last time I think I did a video, I was just about to go see Dave Matthews in Columbus, Ohio, and an amazing show. Very glad that I went, and I definitely have to give thanks to my friend Derek. He's been in past videos with me. It's been a little while since he's been in one, but he's not a big Dave fan at all, but he did me a huge favor on such short notice, and he actually went with me, and I honestly really appreciate it. Honestly, can't think of enough. I would like to think he had a good time, but I did actually go to a record store in Columbus through a recommendation from Corey. If anybody's watching my video, they definitely have watched his stuff. He's got amazing videos all the time. I've definitely gave him props on here many a times, but he told me about a few record stores down there, and I've been to Columbus, you know, a few times now, and last time I went to Columbus, I think, was 2016. I was there for the Arnold Sports Festival thing, and I actually had a few spare moments to actually go to Spoonful Records, and I got to meet up with him there and browse around for just a little bit. Wasn't able to go to Spoonful this time around, but I did go to Lost a Weekend Records, and it was a really cool store. Unfortunately, didn't have a whole lot of extra time to look at all the other places. He gave me a few options that were actually close to the arena, and Lost Weekend was the one we kind of settled on, me and Derek, and we went in there and browsed around for a little bit. Really cool store, owner very, very nice. I honestly didn't find anything that I just had to have there, though, but I definitely look forward to coming back to Columbus, and hopefully in the spring or summer I can just go down there and make a day of just looking for records. It seems like every time I go and I'm in Columbus, it's always for a concert or a certain event, whether it be a wrestling event or something like that. But very cool store. Was glad I was able to actually squeeze one in and check it out. But I'm going to stop rambling and just get into the stuff that I have to show. The first record I'm actually going to show is the latest Pearl Jam Vault vinyl, Vault 8 from Montana, August 29th, 2005. I'm actually currently in the process of listening to this on side D right now, and this honestly felt like it took forever to get to me. I pre-ordered it back in, I believe, August, and it shipped out, I think, January 8th, I want to say, and I actually just got it today, January 19th. And if anyone's, you know, ordered anything from Pearl Jam, it's like the service is like UPS to the actual post office, and then the post office completes the delivery. And I kind of had mixed results with the speed on it. And this particular one, it was honestly setting in the post office like hub in Indianapolis, just about 30 minutes away from me, for literally like 4 days until it actually finally moved and got to the local post office here and got to me today. But better late than never. Finally got it. What I've listened to it so far, it sounds not bad. I know a few people have been kind of iffy on some of the selection of this vault, but I mean, the first side is a little bit it seems a little bit off. Not so much the sound quality of the vinyl, just actual show, but overall, what I've heard, I really enjoyed, and I always enjoy these Vault vinyls. Always want more live Pearl Jam albums, or really any Pearl Jam albums, and honestly, I'm definitely someone that will just buy about anything that they release, but I would definitely plan on listening to that probably tonight. But what I've listened to so far, I really enjoyed it, and I ordered these albums on Black Friday. It's two Brother Oh Brother albums. It's actually their first album, and this is actually their latest album, Neon Native. They're having to sell on their sites, and I picked up both of them, both on colored vinyl. And they always have really cool colors, different variants, and different things. Like their latest EP, which is called Monster Truck. I actually have one that's Filled with Nerds, which is really, really cool. But definitely can't recommend checking these guys out enough. They're two-piece band, sound really great, and you can find their stuff online. They have all their stuff you can listen to. I'm pretty sure their entire discography, Brother Oh Brother. I just had to pick that up though, because now I think I actually have all their studio albums. The next set of things I'm going to show is things I got at Half Price Books during various different trips there. This is actually a Pearl Jam 10 Club single, I think from 2010. I didn't have this one. Honestly, if I did have it, I would have probably grabbed it again just because it wasn't very expensive. But it's No Jeremy and Falling Down. So definitely happy to find that. Always gotta pick up Pearl Jam stuff when I see it for a good price. And then I also picked up Dinosaur Jr. Single, Just Like Heaven. It's got 3 songs on it. And the songs are Just Like Heaven, Thrown Down in Chunks, a Last Rites tune. And the last, or the backside of this is actually, it has a really cool etching on it. And all the songs are on the first side. But a really cool looking etching. And then I also actually found another Dinosaur Jr. single in there as well. It's The Wagon, and the B-side's The Little Boy. But pick those up in there, and they obviously weren't very expensive, just singles. And then they had a couple of these live albums there. You go to most record stores, you always kind of find these unofficial bootleg albums. I have a few of them myself. I have like an Alice in Chains and a Pearl Jam one. Actually, I think I have a few Pearl Jam ones, but picked this up from Shoreline Amphitheater, Mountain View, California, October 1st, 1994. And this one, actually, I have listened to some of this one, and not bad quality. I think most of these shows, if not all of these shows that get released on this this label, this DOL label, are usually taken from radio broadcast, so not terrible quality. And I also did pick up a Pearl Jam one that I did not have from the live at Civic Center in Pensacola, Florida, March 9th, 1994. I actually have not got a chance to listen to this one yet, but not very expensive, and so I had to pick it up. And the last thing I actually got at Half Price Books, I actually just got this one about a week ago, is the Uplift Mofo Party Plan. It's a Red Hot Chili Peppers album I didn't have. It was not very expensive at all. Originally came out in 1987. This is, I believe, a 2009 reissue. But it doesn't sound bad. I listened to it the other day. That is all the stuff that I found at Half Price Books. So yeah, I got this one at Barnes & Noble probably about a month or two ago. Now it's the Voodoo Lounge Uncut live show they did on the Voodoo Lounge tour. This was recorded November 25th, 1994. And I know they had a collar version of this as well. And I just got the regular black vinyl one. But, really good track list, set list. So I had to pick that up. And then I actually went to Indie CD and Vinyl probably about a month ago maybe. Went there and picked up a few things. It's actually been a while since I've been to Indie CD and Vinyl. But picked up L7, Hungry for Stink. And this one is on red vinyl. And then this is an album I actually have been looking for this since this came out. I've not been able to find it anywhere, but Indie CD and Vinyl did actually have it in. It's the Bare Naked Ladies Stunt reissue that just came out probably about 3 months ago. It sounds really good. Not listened to it all the way through, but what I have heard, it's a really good pressing, and definitely happy to have this on vinyl. I know Music on Vinyl did a pressing of it maybe 3 years ago, maybe. maybe 4 years ago, and never was able to track that down for a decent price. So that one, I am glad that it came out with for the I think the 20th anniversary. And so the next few albums I have to show are actually all that I found at Indies, or I found these at Vinyl Rescue Project in Greenwood for various different stops. The first one is a Paul McCartney Tiptoe Through the Tulips 3 LP set bootleg, and this is honestly not great quality. It's a very poor bootleg. The whole side A is pretty much like I seen Paul McCartney only one time live, but when you go in there before Paul McCartney hits the stage, at least when I saw him, they were playing a lot of like solo stuff, his Wing stuff, and his Beatles stuff over like the PA before he comes out. And I assume that's something he probably does normally at his shows, because this entire like first side is just like those songs playing over the PA, like A Hard Day's Night, All You Need Is Love. And really side B is when it actually starts, the actual Paul McCartney coming out playing live. And this was recorded in Holland on August 11th, 1989. It just really sounds like someone had a tape recorder in the audience and taped it. It's just not very good quality, but nonetheless, one of those things, cheap, kind of cool to have, kind of a novelty. And then picked up this Rocky Erickson, All That Made You My Rhyme, reissue, of course. And he was having I think a 20% off sale when I got this. It sounds really, really good. Kind of a more folky album than some of his other stuff. But Rocky Erickson, always really enjoy his stuff with 13th Floor Elevators and of course his solo stuff. And the last album that I picked this up a week or two ago. It's David Bowie Outside, a reissue. Of course, the album originally came out in 1995, and I think it was just recently reissued. I know they had a couple different variations of color. This one's like clear, translucent, greenish blue. But it sounds amazing. I listened to it last week, and it's a really good sound quality. Definitely a Bowie album that I needed. Kind of, in my opinion, an underrated Bowie album. But I really enjoyed it. But that is all the stuff that I picked up. I don't think I'm missing anything anyway. Anyway, I thanks for everybody for watching, and definitely we'll try to get some more videos out sooner in 2019. But that is all the stuff that I have to show, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and thanks for watching.